So here we are with another motivational video. I'm going to start out by saying that it completely blows my mind, and I just want to bring attention to something that happened yesterday. I went over to visit a friend. He ended up not being there, so I visited my other friend, Catherine, over at Max Muscle, and while I was there, some gentleman was in there getting some supplements, and he smiled at me, and I smiled at everybody, and I said hi, and then all of a sudden he's like, "You're from YouTube. Like, I know you, I follow you, I watch your videos." And I was completely in awe. And that is incredible to me, that he doesn't know me from Facebook. He didn't find me on Facebook or Instagram or anything. And he happened to come by my videos, and he's been following me, and he saw one of my old videos where I entered a contest, and I was doing a workout, and I was carrying my husband at the time. He weighed 200 pounds on my shoulder, and I was running up a steep hill, and it was part of like a Spartacus contest or whatever, but whatever. That's not the point. But I just wanted to say that I love that, and I love that I get to meet people, and I wish one day there would be this opportunity where I can meet all of my friends on Facebook and all the people that send me messages that they usually start out by saying, "You probably get messages like this all the time," and I don't get a lot, but I do get them, and they inspire me, they motivate me, knowing that I'm reaching people anywhere. Obviously I'm reaching my clients because I talk to them every day, but I'm reaching people that maybe can't work out in my program or whatever, but they just follow me on Facebook, and just that is enough to motivate them, and they've lost weight, they feel better, they're improving the quality of their life, all that other stuff. So I do want, for those of you that aren't on Facebook and don't get the opportunity to see my post, I do want to post this one. I really liked it. And it says, basically, because I don't know verbatim, I can't remember, but it says most of our insecurities come from us comparing our behind-the-scenes reel to other people's highlight reel. So basically what that is like is, for example, and I'll use this as a perfect example, you're sitting here and you're trying to do a workout, and you're like, "Oh my God," and maybe you look the same as somebody that you YouTubed, right? Or maybe you saw one of my videos of one of my clients that was doing this sick and crazy exercise, and now you try it and you're like, "Oh my God," and you're in your house, you're behind the scenes, or you're in the gym doing your own little thing with your hat on low so nobody interrupts you, and you try the exercise and you fall. And you're like, "Oh my God, I totally suck. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to do this." And you're comparing yourself to, Stacy. I don't even have a client, Stacy. To, somebody that you saw in a video. But what you didn't see is how many times before that Stacy tried the movement and fell. And then I videotaped her doing it when she got it perfect. Or maybe you didn't see the beginning of Stacy's journey. I know I talk about this video all the time, but there is the video that somebody posted on my Facebook, sent me a message about that guy that was told that he would never walk or run again. And then one person believed in him. He tried to hire trainers, and everybody kept saying, "No, no, no." Doctors told him no. And he made a video of his behind the scenes. He showed himself trying to do a yoga pose or warrior pose or whatever the heck it is. And he falls. He tries to do a headstand, and he falls back on the reel. And then he tries to get up and come over to the video. Literally, you can see that guy's behind the scene. We all need to understand that we all have a behind the scene. We all do. I know I say this all the time, and Gary, my friend that I saw at Max Muscle, he says, sometimes you do say some of the same things, and I do, because I think that there are a lot of new people that keep coming into it, and maybe this is their first video that they're watching of me, so they didn't see all the other ones that I might have thrown this little idea in. But that's the reason why I'm going to interview my mother when I go to New York, so you can see how bad it was for me before, what I was like before. I was overweight. I was underweight. I could tell my whole story that I wrote on my website, and maybe you can feel more of what I went through. But I was, and this is, I was having a conversation, and I just came to a realization that I wanted to tell people about this. This is why people ask me all the time, and specifically somebody asked me the other day, "Am I going to ever make any more little workout clips?" Because that's what this whole YouTube channel started out with. And I say no, that I started realizing, not started, I've always known this, that people will need way more about the nutrition and about the emotional exercises than they do on a couple YouTube videos. Because you can work out 5 hours a day, but if you're not eating right, you're never going to see the changes, advance in your workouts, get stronger, gain lean muscle tissue, whatever. So basically, what this reminded me of is when I was talking to somebody about how I was, like, what was my life like? And I started working out when I was in 11th grade with my friend Jeremy. And I had always worked out on and off. I did back in the day. I had a girlfriend of mine. We were thinking about being certified and getting our certification, my friend Jenna. And we never really ended up doing it. We started to, and then it was more about that whole thing with my ex-boyfriend who said he'd be embarrassed to admit that his girlfriend was a trainer, and then I never followed through. Then he beat me up, and then I fell into a depression, and so on and so forth. But people say to me, well, if you were always into working out when you were in 11th grade, how were you overweight? And it's because I didn't know how to eat. So, like, yeah, I might have been in gym since I was 16, like 20 years, but I had no idea how to eat. So I was working out and all that other stuff, and sometimes I was in good shape. This is the best shape I've ever been in my life, even before I got pregnant with my son. And that's the reason why. Then I got sick, and that's the reason why I went from like 180 pounds when I was in high school, and then again right before, or like 100 and... No, not in high school. In high school, I wasn't that much. That was more towards college. Then I lost some of the weight, and then I put it on back right when I started kind of being bulimic and depressed and being with my on and off bulimic with my ex, and then really badly bulimic before I went into the hospital. That was when I was at my max at like, I think I think my max was like 180 or 181, not pregnant. My max pregnant was 182. So that being said, and then that's when I got certified in personal training, and then I learned how to eat right, but then my condition was bad because of, my body wasn't absorbing what I was eating, but I was eating a lot and eating good foods, and that's why I was able to function, but still be super skinny. And people ask all the time about my glutes, and these were not here. I make jokes about this. I used to have back crack. That's what I used to call it. Because when I was 118 pounds, super skinny and sick, yes, I was strong, not as strong as I am now. I was lean, and you could see my muscles, but I was very skinny. So in which it's hard for you, if you're not my friend on Facebook, in one of my cover pictures, you could see me at 180, 118, and then 134 or whatever I was in that other picture. And at 118, yeah, I had abs, but like I didn't have any shoulders. This was bone. You could see it in the pictures. And then you can't really see, but I had no hiney. I had skinny legs, and they were like super gap, like no little muscle over here, nothing. I mean, I had strong legs, because at the time I was doing leg press, not nearly as strong as I am now. But for somebody who weighed 118 pounds and I was leg pressing, I think 5 or 6 plates back in the day, that was heavy compared to my max, which was 10 plates on each side. But on the average workout, it's 8. So whatever. And that's the main thing, is that I didn't know how to eat. So this video is for 2 reasons. The thing about the insecurities, and also about what we more need. So yeah, workouts are great, and everybody posts their workouts, and that's all phenomenal. But if you guys don't get in touch with what's up here and what goes in here, you're never gonna see the results that you want to and physically feel them. So like there's the confidence level, there's the being able to push up weight. I am not on steroids. Give me a damn Bible. I am not on steroids. I take no supplementation. None. I do not take creatine or anything that's going to help me get stronger. But I can bicep curl 50-pound dumbbells. I did that clean thing with 75-pound dumbbell that I did on Instagram, where I did a single arm clean with a 75-pound dumbbell. And I was going to go up, but it was like my 9th exercise. 9th time around the circuit. So I probably could have done an 80. I know for a fact I could have done the 80. Where I clean it and then I wrestle it into this hand squat and press. Those of you that are on my whatever. But you didn't get the opportunity to see it. So maybe one day I'll do it in the future. But that I get strong because I fuel my body with good food and every single day. So I'm getting my car to be, like if you hear a car drive and you don't even hear it because it's in such beautiful, a brand new car. That's what I treat my body like every day. So your body is capable of disgusting things, but you have to treat it good. If you don't, you're not going to be able to maximize what you truly are capable of. So I hope you guys realize what you're doing sometimes with the insecurities, because I'm human. I think insecure-ish kind of things sometimes, and I know I definitely did back in the day before I got my food in check, because also food does a lot to up here. Confidence levels, self-conscious, paranoia, all those other things. So I hope this video helped with that, and I hope you guys understand why it's so important that I'm doing these videos as opposed to little core workout clips and all that other stuff. Once you get the workout, once you get the food and the emotional and the psyche and the I can do this kind of attitude and the food's super clean, which you have to learn what works for you. So, you know, downloading some food thing off of bodybuilding.com or off of, you know, fitnessrx.com doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for you. Or even copying what my video is on what I eat in the day. That might not work for you. You might feel bloated. You might feel sick. You might, you know, not feel lean. You might not get lean. Like there are a lot of factors that come into the nutrition. And then when it comes to training, once you do that, you know, it needs to be good quality training that's going to benefit you, and pushing yourself past your limits and using heavy enough weights that's going to really challenge you, because you can't get stronger if you're just doing the same thing. Excuse me, I need to eat breakfast. On that note, I'm going to go. So I hope this video helped. Let's see, 11 minutes. Yeah, yes, Gary, I am physically incapable of doing a short video. But you know what? I don't have a claim to make a short video. Sometimes I say this might be short, and then I totally just blow myself off. So be motivated. Go do something today. Don't compare yourself to anybody. This is your own journey. Just stay in your own little bubble and always think that you can do more. If you're just did 16, say, come on, you got it. You can do 17. And that's it. Okay.